Hey, what's happening? You have made the smart decision and purchased SB Money Flow to help you out with your government contracting journey. We are the leading software that's going to help you win contracts more effective and efficiently. I'm Dr. Travis Davis, the founder of SB Money Flow, and I want to give you a quick start guide to get you up and running and start winning contracts in no time. So, the first thing that we're going to do is you need to make sure you check your email, your spam account, because we're going to have a couple of emails coming towards you to make sure that you have your login for SB Money Flow, as well as you're going to get an email for your login for the GovCon marketplace that's attached inside of SB Money Flow. So it's very important to double check all of your accounts, the spam box and everything, so you can receive our messages. But once you get logged into SB Money Flow, this is how we're going to get started here quickly. I am assuming that you would like to win more contracts. So we're going to get started here on the contract side first. The first thing I want you to do is come down to Pure Money AI on your left-hand side right here. Now, everybody should have some form of access to Pure Money AI. So we're going to click right here. And if you are literally new at government contracting, you're going to come down here to the prompt library. Once you're at the prompt library, if for some reason these don't pop up, you should see a hamburger like this. Click on a hamburger and these prompts will pop up. We're going to come to how to get started with GovCon. You're going to put in your state. Okay, so I'll put Maryland, and then you're going to put the county that you're in. All right. And once you do that, you're going to click next. Now, this is going to give you all of the platforms that you're going to need to register your business with, whether it's federal, state, or local government. And it's going to tell you the documentations that you're going to need in order to make sure that you're registered on all levels here. So as you can see, this is telling us on the federal government, we need to be in sam.gov. You need to make sure that you have your NAICS codes and PSC codes. It's going to tell you how to research. It's also going to tell you how to prepare yourself to bid for SAM. All right. Same thing with, well, I'm in Maryland. Your state will tell you exactly where you need to register for your state government contracting. And same thing with your local county. It'll tell you where you need to register for your county. You must register your business in each one of these. If you don't have an EIN number right now, we need to pause everything and go get an EIN number. That's one of the most important things. So I'm assuming that you already have that. Also, here at the bottom, it's going to tell you all of the documents that you're going to need. I highly advise you to put them into a folder because we're going to be accessing these documents a lot during your government contracting process. So you want to always know where this stuff is located at. So now that we got that out of the way, that's the first thing that we're going to do. The next thing, of course, you guys can go through here, but this is a quick start guide. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the GovCon marketplace. Now, again, you should have received an email for your login to get into this. You're going to go ahead, put your login information there and sign in. Now, we're trying to expedite this thing, so we need to move quick. All right. I'm hoping that you know what your NAICS codes are. If you don't know what your NAICS codes are, you can actually go back to our Pure Money AI side. Let me actually show you that. You can come right here and start typing, hey, I am in the tech industry. Can you tell me all of my NAICS codes to use? Don't be scared to talk to the AI that we've built here for you. It's programmed to literally help you out with this government contracting side. So as you can see, we now have all of our NAICS codes right here if you do not know what your NAICS codes are. So once you have all of those NAICS codes, well, now we can put them in right here. You're also going to be able to put any NAICS codes in here because I'm teaching you guys to consult to government contracting too. So just remember that. But for the most part, you're going to have your NAICS codes of your industry because it's going to help you do your research very quickly. So we have the NAICS codes up here. Now we're going to be looking here. I look and follow the money. Now, the beauty about this software, it's yours. You get to come up with your own flow and your own system. But the way that I educate you guys, now, if you didn't get the education side of this, maybe you need to go to govconcheatcodes.com and get educated on how to do government contracting. But I'm assuming that you already know that's why you purchased the software. Okay. This software is not to educate you. It is to help you move fast. If you're not technically sound, don't get this software. Okay. You shouldn't be here. This is going to involve a learning curve in technology. So be prepared. You can do it just like I learned tech. All of us can learn tech. We have the power. But the first thing I'm looking for is, okay, where's my money? Who's been spending my money? Now we can actually change the dates up here. So, let's look at 2023. Who spent the money in my industry in 2023? So we got DOD, we got HHS, and we got the VA for the tech side. So these should be some of your top customers right here. Now, DOD is a little different. So if you're not prepared to go into the DOD space, by all means, you can absolutely choose one of the other agencies right here. If you're not ready for DOD, that's perfectly fine. Another thing that I like to do too is also go look 4 years back. Okay, so like 2020, because these contracts should be coming up for renewal in 5 years, right? So in 2025, everything that happened in 2020 should be coming up for renewal, so I can prepare myself for what's coming next year. And I could see HHS, VA, GSA, Homeland, or some of the top agencies that I should be working with. That is who I should focus in on to do business with. So now I know the customer inside of the government to do business with. Now I'm going to scroll down here next, and I'm going to pay attention to the top earning businesses in my industry. So as I can see, Accenture, Booz Allen, Khaki, Dell, these are all large businesses that also have small business components inside of them. They have a department that works strictly with small businesses because they partner with you. So I'm also going to jot these agencies these businesses down too, because I need to get in contact with their small business department and start building those relationships. Now that I got that down pat, I'm going to come back up here and I'm going to click on the agency that I decided to work with. Now, once I have that, now I want to see what department inside of that agency spends all of the money. Once I can figure out the department, so now it's NIH that was under HHS, right? So now I know I need to focus in on NIH. So let me click on them. And now I have a list of some players inside of NIH that I absolutely want to make sure that I know who they are, because eventually I'm going to start reaching out to these individuals. Not yet, though. This is a quick start guide. Don't reach out to them yet if you're not prepared for it. I'm just showing you where they are. Okay. But now that I understand the agency of NIH, I want to jot that down, and I want to do that for the other agencies as well. So I got the exact department under that agency to work with. The next thing that I want to do is I want to come up here to federal opportunities. Once I get to federal opportunities, I want to do the exact same thing. I want to come over here. I want to go to, okay, HHS was the top spending agency. Well, let's see what opportunities do they have going on right now. So we have sources sought, we got pre-solicitations, we got solicitations, combined synopsis. They're ready to go. They've already put the money up there and they're looking for somebody to submit a bid to this right now. Okay, so these are active. Pre-solicitation, this means that they're about to come up. They're not on the street yet. So you could get ahead of these to start building relationships up. This does not mean that the actual contract will, be funded. It doesn't mean that yet, but 9 times out of 10, it will be. This is also an opportunity for you to maybe get them to directly award it, right? There could be tons of possibilities during pre-solicitation stages. Now, this is why we are also researching back in 2020, because we really want to get in front of contracts before they even get the pre-solicitation stages. We don't even want it to hit this internet, period. That's one of the best strategic approaches. But if you're just getting here, pre-solicitation is a great way to get your name out there so people can start seeing you. You can know what's going on. Solicitation, these are, active things that they're looking for. And the last one, sources sought. This will be the government doing market research. So if you're new in government contracting, absolutely, you should look at some of these sources sought, because this will be another way to get your name out there. But as you guys see, I filtered it through the agency that I want to work with. So now I got actual opportunities that now when I go back to the agencies that got my money. I know what we're about to talk about. When I come up here and I say, okay, well, I want to talk to NIH small business. This is why I told you, don't you reach out to those people yet, because you ain't got nothing to talk about. A lot of y'all just be talking and don't have nothing to talk about. But now that I have actual opportunities that I see that I could go after, as long as it's not a combined synopsis, like a live solicitation, then we can freely talk, okay? But I want to understand, how does NIH do business with small businesses? They got a small business department. Now, if you call them without contract opportunities and you're just saying, hey, I want to work with you, well, they're going to give you the basics of how to get started in government contracting, the very basics, because you haven't done your homework, you haven't done your research, and you're not talking to them about anything with substance. Well, we're coming with substance now, okay? Thanks to SB Money Flow, we can do this thing very quickly. We're going to literally lay out all of these opportunities right here so we can make sure, okay, that we have the exact information that we want to relay to each and every one of these individuals to help us proceed forward in our government contracting journey. All right. Now that we got an understanding of the contract opportunities out there, we know the agencies that we want to work with. Well, we're probably going to need some partners. So come up here and click on businesses. Once you click on businesses, we're going to go to active businesses in the last 12 months. Now, depending on certifications or whatnot, maybe you need certain certifications to partner with because you've seen on the previous opportunity, it was women owned only or veteran owned, something of that nature. Well, we can filter through this and say, okay, well, we need women owned companies. That's who we're looking to partner with. And let me tell you, the odds of one of these companies making $500 million and they just want to sit down and talk with you is going to be slim to none. So we set this filter up too. Why don't we talk to companies that's maybe doing between $1 million and 10 million or a little less than $1 million? But we didn't want to stop right there either, because we don't want to talk to all the companies. It's really hard to build relationships on the internet, but it's very easy to build relationships in your own backyard. So if you come right down here, now you just look for your state. Okay, so I'll go to Maryland and look, I have 848 companies that do exactly what I do, that make over $1 million, that I can pull up on them. I can start building a relationship. And guess what? I'm not just about to talk to them and say, hey, I want to do government contracting and I see that you do government contracting. No, I'm going to bring the opportunities to the table. We have substance to talk about now. And I promise you, if a company's making between $1 million and $10 million, they want to make $20 million. So they'll have an ear out to listen to you if you come with substance. If you don't come with substance, you're going to fail. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I'm just telling you, they don't have time to have a pity party for you. Nobody cares about your story. They don't want to hear it. Okay. So now that we got all of that together, again, we're moving quick right here. We want to make sure we come back over here to the SB Money Flow side, and we want to start putting this stuff right here. Sorry, let me change accounts right here. We want to start putting this stuff in what we call our pipeline. Okay, so you can come right here to your GovCon CRM and you can start putting your solicitations here. All right. Later on in trainings, I'll show you exactly how we have websites built out to make this process a little bit easier for you. But we want to get you guys started quick, and we don't want to put too much tech in your mind right now. You can come right here, just click on new opportunities, start filling out all of the information right here, the name of the solicitation numbers, the response due date, what the opportunities description is, the NAICS codes, put all of that stuff in there, create it. It'll put it in a card right here. So now you can stay up to date with the information. You can also assign tasks to yourself, or if you got teammates, you can assign tasks and you can take notes. If you need to get potential partners or whatnot, you can actually schedule appointments right here so you can get reminders to make sure you and your potential teammates, you guys don't miss the calls. You guys, you have to be able to communicate to excel in government contracting, and you got to be able to track everything that's going on. The other reason that we're doing this is because you're not going to go after every opportunity that you see right there, but we still want to document it. So once you have it here in new, well, we're going to slide it over to review. This is where you will review it and decide whether or not you're going to go after it. If you're going after it, it goes to in progress. Once you submit the contract or the proposal, it goes to submit it. Once it's submitted, or you won't submit, you'll slide it there. Once it is submitted, it's either you won or lost. Okay. But all of this is going to tell a story. This is why it's very important that we document all of this. This is the beauty of SB Money Flow here. Now, the other thing that you're going to do is we're going to be meeting people, okay, whether it's people on the government side or potential teammates. Well, we want to put them in our FU network. We call it FU because it's the follow up. We have to follow up with these individuals. So we want to make sure we put them in a card, and we're going to assign tasks to ourselves to say, hey, we need to follow up with this individual in 3 days, 4 days, in a week, because government contract, it moves. It doesn't stop for anybody. So you have to stay on task. Okay. This is how you're going to keep yourself on task. And once again, when you talk to them, you put the notes right here so you and anybody else on your team can stay up to date, as well as you're going to be talking to so many people. I don't need you trying to remember what you said to everybody when we could just come here and read. What did we say the last time? And it'll trigger off, remind you, okay, that's where I need to pick up from. This is, again, going to help you put a team together, and no matter who talks to anybody, you can stay updated and make sure all of the words, everybody's on the same page. Okay. This is the quick start guide. Now, if you got the Elevate plan of SB Money Flow, you have a ton of other features, but most of you guys are here for government contracting. I want you to get started quick right here. The last thing that I want to share with you guys to get started quick, you want to come here in the right-hand side, click your help button, and you should have this message that pops up. You want to make sure that you go ahead, highlight this, and join our private group here. So once you go ahead and highlight it, go there. Oh, I guess I need to update it. Okay. It'll come in your email as well, but let me show you exactly what it looks like here when you get into our private group. You can join our group here. Once again, it should be in your email, and you'll be able to go ahead, communicate, update, tell us how you like it, how things are working, all right here. The other thing too is we will have lessons right here that you guys can access. So to get deeper training in the GovCon marketplace that I just showed you, we have training right here, as well as we're going to be adding more how-tos for SB Money Flow located right here, so you can stay updated with it. But your whole community will be right here for you to communicate with. If you need help and assistance, okay, let me show you. Click that X right there for technical issues. If you have any technical issues, you can go ahead, click right here, and we have a tech team that's here to help you. Now, if you just have the Accelerate plan, you really ain't gonna have too many technical issues, and my tech team probably can't help you too much because you're not gonna have access to the features that they really are technical about. This is more so for the Elevate plan, okay, not the Accelerate plan. When you get the Elevate plan, then all of the other features of SB Money Flow will unlock, and we have tutorials right here, guided tours to teach you how to do everything. Also, we have a whole help center right here that'll have articles, and we have constant news and announcements right here that will literally update you when we update things. So make sure that you guys are paying close attention to this. And last but not least, if you have any account issues, if you can't access GovCon Marketplace or Pure Money AI, and when I say account issues, I'm talking billing or something of that nature, come right over here to support request, okay? And you could just fill this information out. Let us know what tool, whether it's Pure Money AI, AdMaster Pro, GovCon Marketplace, which again, you need to check your email to make sure you have access to that. Billing, I need to take onboarding off. We do not have onboarding anymore. Your onboarding is right here, okay? I need to switch accounts to show you where onboarding is. But we took onboarding off. I'll show you where to get the onboarding. Fill this information out, hit submit, and somebody on the team will go ahead and get in touch with you. But if you want to onboard, You come right here and I got to add it back. There'll be a square right here for your onboarding. I've already done it. That's why it's not there. There'll be a square with a checkbox. This is where you can onboard yourself and learn exactly how to do this thing. But this is the quick start guide for SB Money Flow to make sure that you guys can get running with government contracting very, very quickly. Now, it will be more learning that needs to be done, but hopefully this can get you up and running and finding contracts in no time. I'll see you guys on the next training.